to another episode of Talking Nerdy in the Bedroom with
Corey,
KJ,
Roger,
and Mike.
We are back. We are back for another D&D session. We ended last week. I'll do it because we didn't really do too much last week because we got into a big battle. So we made it to the island.
How dare you?
To do the forge. We ended up solving some puzzles. Some took longer than we wanted. Then we ended up getting into the forge and then battling a couple ghosts. And one of the ghosts killed Mario. Rest in peace, Mario. Dun, 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 dun. And then we killed the ghosts, but then they were reanimating their corpses. And then I told them that we were Drakengard and managed to roll a nat 20. So then they stopped attacking us, which is good because I think we probably would have died.
Is that all we had to do to begin with?
Yeah.
Just say we were
I said I was.
Well, you said I. Anyway,
he left you on red, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So we and then so rolled a 20. They taught us how to use he taught us how to use the forge or to light the forge.
A la Ghost.
Yes,
Patrick Swayze style.
He Patrick Swayze'd my Demi Moore,
and then he passed off into the Nether after in peace because his forge was in the hands of the Drakengard once again.
Okay,
like my head was like.
So okay,
my dice.
What? I don't know. Right in front of you. Your Pepsi.
Yep. I knew it.
You need some little reading spectacles
to see
some old man stuff.
Yeah,
I feel like you will be the first one with a set of reading glasses. I mean obviously, you have glasses, but I mean like the old man ones.
I'm probably gonna wait till I hit like 45 and then get LASIK. But I don't want to do it too early because then they like Doug, the COO at Main Care, had it done when he was like 24. And then he needed it done again later,
That's
it's
Nick
hard because once they've done it once, it's much more risky to do it twice.
I didn't know that was a thing.
LASIK?
Yeah,
I didn't know you could do it I thought you could have only had to do it like young. You couldn't do it when you were older.
No, you can do it at any time.
I need LASIK bad. I need to take my fucking contacts out. It's been like 3 weeks.
Ugh,
I can't imagine
that.
All right, so we did that. We got that. You then told us off screen that we all get a weapon except for Roger.
Well, technically you all get a weapon, and then what he wants to do with his weapon is up to him. I'm just going to tell you what the weapons are, and then you can divvy them up how you want.
Okay.
The idea is the forge had enough material to make 3 weapons. So the first is a long sword, kind of similar to Mike's already, but it's imbued with the name Drake Scorch, and it has a plus 1d6 for fire damage on hit, and then once per long rest, the wielder can unleash a flame arc, sending a wave of fire in a 15-foot cone, which will do 3d6 damage.
Isn't that very similar to your...
Mine is plus 1 attack, 2d6 plus 1d6 fire damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, similar.
And then there's...
Is it a two-handed weapon though?
One.
It's just
so you could do that and a shield?
Yeah.
Ooh, you could pick both your swords. Do that and your other...
Well, my other sword is a great sword.
No, I was talking...
You're talking
he's got the 2-weapon nonsense.
So what's the other one?
The second weapon is a spear called Stormfang. And it deals an additional 1d6 lightning damage on hit, but it can also be thrown 60 feet, and when thrown, it will return to the wielder's hand at the start of the next turn. And then once per long rest, you can call down a bolt of lightning that does 3d8 lightning damage to a target within 30 feet.
So God of War, got it.
I was thinking more like Thor, but not a hammer.
Well, God of War Ragnarok has Thor in it, and you also get a javelin that literally throws, comes back, and then do lightning.
I thought I played that one, but maybe not.
I doubt you finished it.
I finished whatever one I borrowed from you.
There's God of War and then God of War Ragnarok. You borrowed both.
Ragnarok was kind of boring.
All right. Well, KJ's going
to
I haven't played any of
them. I think you would really like the God of War games.
Anyway,
and PlayStation.
And the third one is a dagger called Frostfang, and it deals an additional 1d6 cold damage. On a critical hit, the target must make a Constitution saving throw or be slowed until the end of their next turn. Works the same as the spell slow. Once per long rest, the wielder can coat the ground in a freezing mist in a 10-foot radius, turning it to difficult terrain for 1 minute.
Mike, which one sounds... Because he's not taking any, or he takes the other one and then he'll do whatever he wants with it. Which one sounds interesting to you?
I mean, I already have a fire greatsword, so that's probably not going to do me any good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a dual wield, so I'll either go with the dagger or the spear.
Okay. Is the spear 1 or 2?
Can
One.
be either or.
1 or 2 what?
Handed.
Oh,
Can be
yeah,
either
you
or.
could
It's a
use it either.
versatile weapon.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, you could just like throw it and then equip your other weapon. It comes back.
Can you? So let's say it's a two-handed... If it's considered a two-handed weapon and you throw it, I wouldn't then be able to grab another weapon, would you?
You wouldn't be able to make a second attack either way.
Well, if it was one-handed, you could?
You could throw it at range at 60 yards, deal damage, move, and then attack with your other weapon.
Is it changing weapons or equipping a new weapon is a main action, isn't it?
That's up to your interpretation.
Well, no, but isn't that like the rule in D&D?
That's up to your interpretation. sir.
What about...
No, when you're
yeah.
playing
What do you
like
mean by
5e,
change?
you just make different attacks.
No. What I'm saying is, like, let's say you have a spear and you throw the spear. Your main action was throwing the spear.
But what if I've got a spear in one hand and a dagger in the other?
Well, then you already have it equipped.
Okay.
I'm saying if you throw the spear, you wouldn't then be able to pull out a
Unsheath,
two-handed weapon or something like
Okay.
that.
Well, you'd move as your second action, and then you'd start again. But you wouldn't have it equipped if you threw it either.
It would return to... Technically, it would still be equipped.
It
'cause
returns to your hand at the beginning of the next turn.
What if I'm already
saying-
holding a two-handed weapon, then?
How would you wouldn't be? That's what I'm saying. If you throw the spear, you are then not able to that round pull out a
Unless he
two-handed
action
weapon.
surged and
Sure,
used and wasted
sure.
action surge.
Then I guess I don't know what would happen. It would appear
Fuse
it would
in the
appear
side
in your
of the other
hand
weapon?
and like fall on the ground because your hand's already occupied. Is probably how I would interpret it.
See, I would have done it another horrible way where it then fuses into your hand and the other weapon.
And you just start screaming in
That's right.
abject pain.
No.
Okay, so dagger or javelin, Mike? Which one are you feeling? I'm fine with either because I think both sound cool.
Oh, there's also the longsword.
Yeah, I don't think I want the longsword.
Oh, looks like I'm getting a sword, boys.
It's probably worth a pretty penny.
Yeah, I don't sell shit. I'm just going to give it away.
I'll take the spear.
You'll take the spear? Okay. So
Bury it with Mario as a
It's a tribute.
yeah.
Do you want to give
What
him
is
some
it-
more
what is it
information on
called?
the spear?
The spear's name, which I guess
Stormfang.
You can call it whatever you want, but yeah, Stormfang.
I'm not going to write mine down because it's going to go away that quickly.
And
What's the stats on that?
Yeah, I'm just looking up base spear damage in 5th edition. Oh, damn it.
Base damage is spears D8, by the way.
Does it have to be equipped in order to do the lightning strike?
I have D6.
D6 one-handed, D8 two.
Okay.
It's a versatile
Right.
weapon.
So if you use it one-handed, it's a D6. Two-handed, it's a D8. Either way, though, it gets a plus 1d6 lightning damage. And then additionally, you can throw
1d6 plus 1d8? It's not even
No.
good.
At most, if you're using it as a two-handed weapon,
be
it's a
1d6,
1d8
1d8
plus a
plus
d6.
strength.
Yeah. Plus your
it's-
strength
It's
modifier.
like half the damage of my greatsword.
Well, the idea, though, is you can throw it.
Yeah.
So, and it comes right back. And also, it gives you other abilities. You're able to
Call lightning
call
or
a
what
bolt
have you.
of lightning that does 3d8.
Do you have to have it equipped to do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, do you have to... What if you threw it? You're not able to call...
Well,
during
you wouldn't
your
be able to
bonus
call
action,
lightning because throwing it would be... Unless... I'm ignoring action surge, but...
But you can't do that as a bonus action or something?
Call lightning?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
It's the main action.
Then what is the other dagger?
D4 plus 1d6.
Frostfang. Yeah, D4 plus 1d6 cold
yeah, but
damage.
I wanted the name.
Or frost damage.
Was it Frost Fang?
No, yeah, Frostfang.
Can I smelt it into my greatsword?
What did
Smelt
you say
what?
that was, Roger?
The spear.
D4 plus 1d6
Can I
damage.
soup up my greatsword?
You're just gonna
Level 2?
wrap them together.
Well, just take the spear the fanciness out of it. You said you have enough material for 3 weapons.
No, I'm gonna say
I'm gonna resmelt my greatsword into Andoril.
Flame of the West.
Yeah.
You become the king of Gondor. Congratulations,
dude. This is rad. I don't know how
I was playing with my
it.
swords in my bedroom the other day.
That's why we bought them for you.
Just fucking swinging. Gandalf's sword is so much easier to play with, though.
Yeah. Look. Never mind.
There's tons of jokes there.
Yeah.
So okay, and Roger, you're just gonna do. You have your sword, but it'll probably be going.
It's going away.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right. So pick us up from there, Corey.
All right. So you now have these weapons. You have access to the forge, and you are in the forge room. So it's up to you what you want to do now.
We want to kill Roger so he can go get revenge.
I'm gonna build a turret just in case anybody comes here.
Can you smelt a turret?
Oh, yeah, we're gonna need like
a shit ton of lumber,
computer, yeah,
a laptop,
laptop,
a camera, some gears.
These are all really
about 350 scrap.
350 scrap, yeah.
And then we're gonna have to do a simple rifle ammo. We're gonna have to craft a lot of that.
You want to build what? A catapult?
No.
What did you say?
We were talking about the turret.
Oh, a turret. Okay.
All right.
So other people don't mess with our forge.
Yeah.
Because now there's no guardians.
Or we could just stick to a shotgun trap. That's a lot easier.
That's true.
A lot of shotgun traps everywhere.
All right, so we've done the forge thing. Why were we doing the forge thing? Was that the side quest or was that a main quest?
That was the main quest. That's what they asked us to do.
You were just bored and figured No, it was one of the quests that you picked up at Skyreach Citadel. And they wanted you to reignite the forge so that you were able to then produce more weapons for them in the rebellion.
But we are not producing the weapons for them, or are we?
We basically need to go back and tell them we completed so they can send people over here to do
that's
the
what
job.
I'm saying. Like, we're not going to then be spending time there doing it.
I don't know how to make weapons. I don't even know how to use them.
Experience.
I've learned how to do it. He taught me because I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah.
I don't know
you guys are going to become great friends with the smith again. You're just gonna...
We're going to bury the hatchet, you know.
In his bag.
All right, so
I guess we just head out.
Are you doing anything with Mario?
I'm gonna go bury him.
Or is Mike doing anything with Mario's body?
No, I'm not hungry.
Okay.
I had mac and cheese.
Oh my god.
I picturing a dragon board saying like, no, I'm good. I just had some mac and cheese. I'm fine.
I'm gonna very regretfully bury my friend here.
Okay. So Roger's going to do
regretful. I really, if I could go back in time as a DM, Mario would live and one of them would have died.
That's okay.
One of us would have died.
You can steal a new character. It's fine.
Yeah. No. I've realized that gathering people that aren't prepared for this quest will surely just lead to their death.
Slavery.
So I'm only going to get the willing and the ready from now on.
There you go.
I haven't found anybody yet, but I'll find one eventually.
You haven't been very far.
To be fair,
time to find a new friend.
To be fair, like I haven't found much competence, period, including us. So,
hey, now, just because it's true, don't mean you have to say it.
Like I feel woefully unprepared for this task. So
we already did the task.
One of the tasks. We still have to go somewhere else and find another shard.
And then you gotta eventually, destroy these giant dragons that are destroying the land.
I thought that's what the shard was supposed to get us next.
I mean, I only know kung fu, dude. Like I that's all you guys.
We got this.
How did we not level up after killing all this shit?
You will, but I'm gonna.
I think it's next time.
Yeah.
All right. So we go out. He's burying him. I'm sure he's gonna say some nice words.
What are you gonna say?
If only he had grabbed that green mushroom, that one-up would have truly changed us all.
Princess Peach is in another castle.
I hope he finds her.
Or another forge. Are you keeping the sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now.
Are we waiting for, I guess, the ship to come back?
Are you going down to the coastline?
Yeah, there's nothing else here. We've done the forge thing.
Sure. So you go down to the coastline are you just kind of waiting in the open, or what are you doing?
Plant some corn.
Looking for pumpkins.
Hiding in a bush. Hoping they don't see you as they ride by with their MP4 fives.
Not fours. You gotta love the Rust talk.
Yeah.
Can I put a sleeping bag somewhere?
Yes.
I gotta get a respawn point.
That'd be a good idea.
Oh,
If
why
only
didn't
Mario had done it. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I guess we're down by the coast. I don't know if we were supposed to signal them somehow, or we were just supposed to wait.
They were just gonna come back.
Because I feel like we did this all inside of a day, and they said they'd come back in a few days.
It was a long day.
Okay.
But a long day.
I'll say that, I guess my first question is, what are you guys doing? Are you just kind of staying like...
Is it a nice day?
It's an okay day.
Is it like a beach, though?
The land you're on is like literally...
Desolated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the beach is desolate anyway.
Yeah, but it's more like you're standing on dust than sand. It's like ashy crap.
Are there sand dollars?
If you dig deep enough, you can find a sand dollar.
I'm going to look for sand dollars.
So he's digging
Ooh,
for
I want to
sand
make
dollars.
an ash castle.
I don't know if ash sticks like sand.
Oh, it does. It's like more like mortar than anything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's building
More
an
permanent,
ash
really.
castle,
Yeah.
which I just don't like.
Bodies
saying.
make good cement.
Sounds like ass
What are you
castle.
doing while you wait?
Nothing.
All right, you're exciting. What are you
Yeah.
doing while you wait?
Digging.
Grieving.
Digging. Oh, digging for. Okay, so we'll say you build a majestic ash castle. God, that's
Ass castle.
I know. Like, yeah. And time goes by, and eventually you do see the ship, which I believe was called the Scarlet Tide, sailing back to the coast. As it gets closer and closer, though, in the distance, you see the water start to churn violently, and with a deafening roar, an enormous dragon erupts from the water. It's a white dragon, and it's huge, bigger than any you've seen.
Moby Dick.
Yeah, it's Moby Dick.
It's definitely a fucking dick right now. That's my only way out of here.
And it unleashes a blast of icy breath and literally freezes the ship solid, and the ship kind of cracks and capsizes. But the water around it's frozen, so it's kind of like frozen in place. And then you can see it starts to peer around and look. So I'm going to have you all roll stealth right now. Assuming that you're going to want to try to hide from the dragon.
I don't think I have stealth this time around, right?
I did not notice it because of my majestic ash castle.
I have a 13.
Would you get a 1?
I got a 1.
You got a 1.
I set the threshold
Mike
so
and-
low.
It's Sneak, you fuck!
Yeah, do you not remember? This is Mike's character the entire time.
Stealthy.
This is the stealthiest I get.
So the dragon's eyes, you can see, are kind of scanning the shoreline, looking for any signs of life, and it stumbles.
Mike is just jumping up and down. Hi!
That was so fucking cool.
It-
Same dragon.
It actually spots his sand castle, which was quite large, or ash castle.
Yeah.
2 stories.
Yeah. And it starts flying towards the coastline. Now it's still a pretty fair ways off, and the keep is still in reach for you. That you could probably make it before it gets to you. But what do you want to do?
What's its HP?
Weigh my options.
It's a really large dragon. Let's
Jump
just put
into
it
the
that way.
grave with Mario.
You just giving up? I don't want to live without him.
No, I mean, so we see it heading towards us
Yeah.
because of Mike's castle.
Yeah, and you
Okay.
believe you'd be able to make it to the keep in time, but other than that, you're basically surrounded by like barren wasteland.
The forge.
The forge. It's
Okay.
Emberstone Keep. The
Oh,
forge
okay,
is in the
yeah.
basement of the keep.
All right, so I guess I start running or sneaking because I rolled sneak to the forge.
Okay, and you guys.
What are you doing, Mike?
How
Jumping up
far
and
did
down.
my
He takes
thunderbolt
out
go?
his sword and protects his castle.
Yeah, how far does my thunderbolt go?
It's within 30 feet.
How far is this guy?
Far out. Like, that's why you have time right now to react. But it is large, so you know.
Is it wet?
The dragon?
Yeah.
I mean, it did come out of the water.
So advantage
To
to a thunderbolt?
I mean, you don't know.
You don't know?
You don't know. For all you know, it could have lightning resistance, poison. Like it could have them all stacked.
I read the manual. Yeah, I'll hoof it to the keep.
You as well. Okay.
I was making sure he wasn't doing anything stupid.
All right, so you guys are able to make it into the keep just as you hear its wings beating and getting real close to you. It starts to basically destroy the keep, and again, the keep has a hole in the ceiling, so you're able to see up, and this thing is fucking huge, and it's just wrecking house.
I'm going to climb up and watch.
Okay. And what do you two do?
I'm going to thunderbolt it.
You get... Okay. All right. You're going to try to thunderbolt?
I mean, it's above us, right?
Yeah.
In the air. And it just came out of the water, so it's wet.
What I will say, too, that if he thunderbolts it, it shouldn't know that it should be a sneak attack. Because it's just being attacked from above. Who looks up? Get attacked by a thunderbolt.
It's an interesting theory.
Yeah, it's Avatar.
Okay. So you use thunderbolt on it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your 3d8. And then everybody after that is going to need to roll initiative if you guys are fighting.
16.
16 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not going to go well for us.
It'll be a short campaign.
Short. We're already on episode 8.
And it rolled a crit. So it takes half damage. So what did you roll?
16.
16?
32.
14. Hike.
So it takes 8 damage.
Yeah.
But again, it doesn't know where we are.
It knows you're in the keep.
But it doesn't know we attacked. It just knows it got hit by lightning.
Okay, but the keep has no real roof to it, so it's on top looking down in. It did get hit by lightning. That's why I let it have a surprise roll, and now you're all rolling initiatives.
But if it's a surprise roll...
It can't see us, though.
Hang on.
We're hiding.
It can see me.
You're not hiding.
I rolled a hide.
He got a 1.
Okay, you tried to hide on the beach. Now you're in the keep. If you want to hide again, that would be an action.
I mean, I snuck into the keep, which would still mean I'm sneaking.
You sprinted to the keep.
I snuckily sprinted.
You sprinted. Okay.
Roger, what is the thing with the surprise attack or the whatever? Is it just advantage?
Yeah, we just get advantage to hit.
And you just made that it hit him anyway, so it didn't matter.
It does just hit it.
Oh,
it's a saving throw.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's
Gotcha.
like your breath attack. You don't have to roll to hit.
Gotcha.
They have to roll to avoid, kind of. Or they take half damage, basically. If they succeed. So
Gotcha.
all right, so if you guys are fighting it, roll initiative.
7.
It didn't die when I hit it with the lightning.
With its 8 points of damage.
It could be fake. Could be
It could have been a mirage.
Somehow
a cloud dragon.
Somehow it did not die. I don't know how. It's crazy.
You'd think 8 would be enough.
Could have been a glass.
Wasn't even
10th?
Oh, not even close to it. But it's okay. We're fighting it out. So
I had 7.
KJ got a 7.
I got a 17.
That's better.
Wait, do we add something to initiative? 0. Never mind. I gotta roll for my dragon too, I guess.
At 19.
Although I don't know what our dragons can do. They can't fly yet, right?
No.
That's a 20.
That's a 3.
So Aether got 20.
And
Poppins got
4.
And what was yours, Mike?
19. Ether got technically a 21.
Doesn't matter. He's going first. It will go you, Roger.
Well, dragon me.
Yeah. Dragon, you, Roger. And then we go to the bad dragon. And then it's going to be KJ and Poppins. Bringing up the rear.
Yeah.
All right. So keep in mind, this dragon is about 30 to 40 feet above you right now at the top of the keep, looking down in at you.
And you still have your fire. It's ice, right? And ice is weak against fire.
Pokemon rules.
He still has his fire sword that
I can't use.
Well, that you could give to somebody else who could use it.
Well, I wonder who.
Gee, maybe you should have taken it in the first place.
I didn't know we were going to be fighting an ice dragon.
Me either.
I didn't know you were going to either.
Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
So,
first
we
action,
could still run away.
First
I just
action
wanted
is
to-
8.
how many feet is it up in the air?
I'd say like 40 feet in the
How
air.
many feet can you jump?
40.
More than 40.
Oh, more. Yeah, that's true.
Can you grab me and throw? We'd both jump up, and then you'd still have actions, or
Can you punch it and take a tooth?
I would make him roll basically an athletics check to pick you up, and then jump would be fine.
I can do that.
because I get extra damage when I attack a dragon.
We're not gonna kill it.
Okay, so
We
we're
can
gonna.
we can annoy the shit out of it though.
Yeah,
We'll
but then we die.
So do we want to hide?
Maybe there's a way that we can get
Talk.
down into the forge and then melt
we
it.
can just
to
get
be
into
clear,
the forge.
Yeah, the forge. You can
To be
go
fair,
down.
I said I'm going to the forge. That's what I said instead of the keep. Forge.
Well,
I
then
know what I'm
go
doing.
ahead.
I'm already there.
You're in the keep. You
Nope.
all got into the keep at the same time.
No,
I know what my
I was
combat
running
action is.
before them. He was hiding or fighting after his
Okay,
castle.
He's maybe 6 feet behind you.
That's enough.
It takes more time than that to get into the forge.
I go to the forge.
Okay, so you see him slink off to the forge.
I'm gonna join him, but first I want to see if I can do something stupid.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump.
Okay. Well,
You gonna try to ride it?
before
No.
you do anything, are you doing anything, or is Aether? Because you technically do have first priority.
I'm gonna use my 6 seconds to flip him off, and then I'm gonna leave. Yeah.
Well, you said you used the whole 6 seconds flipping him off. That's
Well, no, that's like
As he's running away.
I
I
know,
get like
I know. I was
I
just
get like a
being dumb.
talking term, right?
I
I
was
get
just
6
being
seconds,
dumb.
right?
yeah. So
From action.
yeah. Well, your whole action is 6 seconds. So
All
you
right,
can
so
flip him
it's gonna
off
be-
and run. 3 seconds, go.
And then I go, yeah.
Okay. So you and Aether both retreat down into the forge.
Yeah.
I assume Poppins went with you too. And you are going to what? Jump?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you want to do called shots? Normally it's just a disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah.
Cool.
What are you trying to call?
Fucking
Eyeballs.
eyes.
Okay. You're going to try to hit it in the eye?
They're big enough.
Okay. Sure.
All right, and let's see. I get 2 attacks first. Let's see what I get. That's a 24.
Well, hold up. How are you reaching it? It's 40 feet
Jump.
in the air.
Jump.
You got to jump first. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you jump, and then now you're trying to punch it.
Yep. That's a 17. Thank you, disadvantage. And then a 15.
No hits. But you are able to jump up. You land down and take
0 fall damage.
You take 0?
Slow fall, baby.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Yeah.
did I say I was done? I got key points in midair,
That's
bitch.
fine. That's fine. Do it up. But those are no hits.
Nope. I hate having to give that one away.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a
Well,
crit-
what was the highest of the two though?
It was 19,
19,
and 20.
Okay.
So the-
What do you add to the 19? Because
It's a 24 or a natural 20.
Okay, well, 20. So, but you take the 19, right? 'Cause
Yes.
you
He
have
has to.
disadvantage. So, 24 does hit though.
I'm gonna punch it right in the fucking eye.
Okay. Roll damage.
Oh, it's gonna be so
Wait, can you
massive.
punch in the eye, or can you grab in the eye?
He can't
It's a cold
grapple.
shot.
He can't grapple though.
It's not a grapple.
I mean, essentially, it is. You're grabbing it.
If I went like that to your eye, that's grappling you.
You still have that sword, right?
I do, but I can't swing with it because
You
I
don't need
didn't
to
declare
swing.
it.
You just
Poke it.
drop it. Just yeet it into his eye.
Or wait, if it's 40 feet, you could jump 45. Yes, you just
Leave
But
it.
he rolled to
I already
punch.
declared.
Like,
It's the
I-
same.
you can't
He's
then go,
punching the
that
sword
rolls
into
for
his
this."
eye.
10.
10? Okay. Yeah,
into
you,
the eye.
you do punch it in its massive eye, and it is pissed. It rears up and is like, "Rrrr!" And then,
Move action, run inside.
okay, yeah. So you start to run inside just as it comes back down and releases a frost breath, and you can feel the chill on the back of your neck as the stairwell behind you is encased in ice.
I win, bitch.
It can't hear you through the ice, but it knows. So you guys keep running down, and the ice kind of continues after for a bit, and then just stops. But your path back is now frozen. Whilst you are still heading all the way into the forge, then, because remember, there's all those rooms before. So you keep going in the forge. Everything around you is just shaking, and rocks are crumbling and falling because it is just stomping and is pissed. And you can feel like, the stuff hitting above the ceiling above you is just like shaking, and you would assume the keep is in rubble above you at this point.
Do you think there's another way out of the forge?
Something would tell me there has to be. I mean, there has to be like an emergency exit here.
Have like one exit.
Yeah,
What
It's
is it?
unsafe.
National treasure. They always dug a relief tunnel.
That's right.
It's there's the sea exit.
Yeah.
So you keep heading down to the forge, and are you doing anything while basically the rocks are crumbling
Looking
around
for
you?
another way out.
Sure. So you guys roll investigation.
He gets advantage.
It's not a puzzle.
That'd be a nat 20, sir.
Nat 20. Okay.
Well, I'm 17.
So you do see, before anyone else, actually, there seems to be a part of the wall on one side of the forge room where dust is like moving back and forth underneath a little crack. And just as you notice it, pieces start to crumble away because of the destruction above. And through the gap, you can see a large, ornate, metal fixture, and there seems to be some kind of portal inside the room.
I'm just going to barrel through it.
Okay, so roll, I guess just athletics.
That's a lot less at a 13.
13? Okay, so you try to bum rush into it and throw your shoulder into it.
Oh, yeah.
And
bounce.
It does knock a little bit loose, but the wall is pretty solid. It looks like it was probably some kind of mechanical thing, but now it has so much destruction from everything crumbling that you will probably have to keep pounding your way through.
Somebody bigger than me.
What are we rolling? Athletics?
Athletics.
So yeah, I have that. So
Is that strength or dexterity?
It's strength based, yeah.
Yeah, I'm strong as fuck.
I am not.
22?
23.
So,
you bastard.
So you are weak as hell, but Mike...
I run, hit it, doesn't move at all.
No. So you both kind of give it a shoulder at the same time, and it gives way enough that you're able to now grab big pieces of rock and move it out of the way. And then eventually you'll be able to see on the other side there is indeed like a glowing portal, and it's very ornate and whatnot, but that...
I will admire the architecture after my life is saved.
That's fair.
I'm not going first this time.
I got it.
Leroy!
I'm dumb enough to punch a dragon in the eye. I'm dumb enough to jump forward.
That's fair.
So you go through the portal first? Okay.
9 intelligence, boys. 9 intelligence.
So you walk...
I mean, I only have a 10.
Smarter than me.
So you walk into
11.
the portal and are instantly teleported to what looks like the ruins of what once was a village or something, but it's just completely desolate and destroyed. The buildings are like, there's no roofs. They're all crumbled down and it's just ash everywhere. If you look around, you'll get an idea that you're still on the island, but you're more central. Though you can see the water in the distance through the tree, or not the trees, but the broken architecture, and it's a little, pretty far off compared to where you were before.
I poke my head back through the portal. It's kind of safe.
That's fair. So
Does that work?
Well, I'll say the portal is materialized long enough for him to do that. Yeah.
Okay. So then I go through, and so does Poppins. I'm assuming Mike and his too.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys come through the portal, and you also see that you are now in a village, decrepit, destroyed. But you actually will recognize... Well, roll history, both of you.
It's your hometown.
One is history. Oh, it's intelligence. So 14, because I get nothing added to it.
0.
17.
I rolled a 1 minus 1. 0.
You really don't know what it is.
We're in a place.
I don't even know if he knows that if he rolls a 0.
We went somewhere.
He might be like, what the shit?
We're in Topeka, Kansas.
Yeah.
So you will recognize your childhood village that you grew up in. Granted, it looks drastically different, but you recognize the terrain enough to go, this is where the Drakengard lived. It's where you were raised before, obviously, the fall, and you guys were rushed away by, your caretaker at the time.
I claim my house.
Your house is just rubble on the ground.
You can still claim it.
Yeah. I claim this house.
Do I have any of that ashcrete with me? I should have grabbed
There's
some.
plenty of ash all around you. There's no water now, though, so I don't know if it will stick as well.
There's no water at all?
No.
There has to be like a well or something.
It's dried up.
Can Stormfang make a storm?
Your dagger?
My spear.
Oh, your spear, yeah. Can it make a storm? No.
But it's a Stormfang.
I have the dicey agger. Wow. An icy dagger.
Yeah, make some ice. We need to make
I can make ice and then
ashcrete.
We'll melt it.
Yeah, we mean ashcrete.
Except that I can only use that once every long rest, but that's fine.
I'm glad it wasn't a nice dagger. That would have been a much worse mix up.
All right, so yeah, do we know how far where are we in regards to map-wise?
So basically on the island, you're dead center, kind of up on...
the island that we were on where the forge was?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
This is the island where the Drakengard once ruled and there was their home base.
So we're nowhere near the water then if we're right in the middle.
No, it'd probably take you like an hour and a half to get to the water.
I feel like we need to do that because the only way to get off this thing is with a boat, right?
I don't know.
Well, I wasn't asking you, I was asking them.
We have dragons that can fly.
They can't fly. I thought they couldn't fly yet.
They could fly for a while. They just can't carry you
okay,
yet.
well, yeah, there you go.
So we send the dragons off.
To get help?
Or we make a boat and use the dragons as our movement. Because they don't have to carry to tow.
It's true. It doesn't have to be that big of a boat.
What's the towing capacity of a dragon?
Is that on the stat sheet?
Depends on the rope.
Like how many horsepower?
Is my dragon at least like a 1500? Can I get like 10,000 pounds out of it?
You can try. Your dragon doesn't even know.
Need to slap a bigger torque converter on it.
It's true. Make it a dually.
Do we know which direction the forge is to where we are? Like, can we tell from where we are?
If you...
Because I don't want to go that way is my point. I want to go the opposite way.
Roll survival.
Am I trained in survival? I don't even know where survival is. No, I'm not. I got a 10.
Okay. Are you doing it too?
I'm actually trained in survival. That's going to be a 15.
Okay. So you're kind of like, I think it might be over that way. And then Tommy Wiseau is like, no, it's there. You can see the fucking rocks.
You're not supposed to be smarter than me.
He's just a survivor.
I guess. That's
he ain't gonna give up.
He ain't gonna give
up. Okay, so I would say we'd head that way, away towards the water and away from the dragon. That makes sense to you too?
Sure. I mean, I really don't have any plans here. I kind of want to check out the village that I've never seen before in my life. I've never even heard of this place.
What?
Thought the village was all ruins.
I mean, it's ruins, but it's a big village. You can look around.
I'd like to investigate.
Sure, roll investigate.
I don't investigate.
No, you get advantage
that much.
Oh no, I thought it was on a puzzle.
That's only on puzzles. Yeah, that's true.
I use both eyes. Yeah, I'm a righty.
All right, so we'll say you guys look around, and there is
any gold?
A lot of rubble. No, I mean you can dig through stuff, and you might find some like broken weapons underneath all the rubble, but essentially everything is. I mean, a lot of it is just literally fused together because of the sheer amount of fire and heat that burned this village to the ground. So, in the middle of the village, though, you'll see a huge mound of rocks just sitting in the middle of the village.
It's a tomb.
Well, he wouldn't have pointed it out if it wasn't important.
That's
All right,
valid.
let's go over and investigate the pile of rocks.
Man, this sure is a pile of rocks if I've ever seen one. Wonder what's underneath
Yeah,
it.
what's this random pile of rocks doing here?
It seems oddly well constructed.
It's more like it's massive boulders that you could climb on and stuff. Like they're that big. It's not like a pile of rocks. Like,
Well, if it helps, if we have to investigate, I got a 1.
all right,
You trip.
You're like, what rocks?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Got any of them rocks?
But
Well-
you investigate and go closer.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you get closer, you
They're
know
boulders, aren't they?
what?
They're not rocks at all.
So roll. I guess I'll say
Pioneers used to ride these babies for mile.
roll perception if you're looking at it.
Perception?
I'm
Yeah.
good at this.
Oh, I have that.
I'm not good at this.
I got a 22.
I got a 10.
I am perceptible.
Okay,
He
so
can be perceived.
you notice that the rocks all seem interconnected and not like there's no division between them. So you at a distance, you
Are they
thought
rock
these
crabs?
crab people? No, but as you get closer, the rock actually starts stirring.
Oh, God, it rock crabs!
It's a rock eater. Quick, somebody get a racing snail.
And it seems to shake off a thick layer of dust and like almost like the rock that you saw was like a crust that had formed over it over time. And as it shakes free, you see a massive dragon. And it looks right at you, turns its head, and you notice that its eyes are just white, like glazed over.
It's blind.
Well, yeah, you would assume like its eyes are fucked up. Let's put it that way.
I am the ruler of the world!
Roll deception?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
I'm an. I really don't want to punch this guy in the eyes, dude. He's already fucked up.
He's blind already. You don't have to punch him in the eyes. Punch him in the dick.
So
God, you don't know how to fight at all.
I'll have you.
That's how you fight blind people.
You two roll history one more time to see if you recognize
That's a
him.
nat 20.
Okay. So you do recognize him based on his markings as
Fred!
one of the oldest dragons that was in the Drakengard. His name
My
was
name's
Orvaxis,
Jeff.
and he was the dragon that basically taught other dragons the lore of the dragonhood and like, you know, how to, you know, the creed, and it basically made them, you know, follow his, you know, the footsteps of dragons who came before. But he is now obviously really fucking old and blind.
Can he speak?
I don't know. Do you try to ask him something?
Be like, yo, dagger. What's up?
He's like, only we use that word. And he
What up?
smashes you.
Icy dagger.
So I try to talk to him because I recognize who he is.
Yeah.
And
So what do you say?
I don't know. I got nothing.
All right. Well, that doesn't work, surprisingly.
Hey, how's it going? You know, way off this island, there's a really big giant monster attacking back there at the forge. We kind of walked through this portal and just kind of showed up here. And I really don't want to go back there because I really pissed it off. And I mean really pissed it off.
Does this dragon speak common?
I mean, you
I'm
don't
going
know,
to just babble
but-
and ramble shit like that.
So you say all that. He kind of looks at you guys for a second, sniffs, and then just walks away and lies back down.
Well, fuck you too.
He just ignores you and lies down.
Decay. We're part of the Drakengard.
And he turns to you. He lifts his head when you say that and turns to you and says, "Proof?"
We've got
Dragons.
2 dragons here. Smell them.
He does. He sniffs, and then your dragons all of a sudden look like some great, you know, like something's in their head, basically. And you can even get a faint echo of the conversation they're having with this dragon. And I mean, basically, it's
Stone of telepathy so I can feel included.
okay, sure. I'll allow it. He's basically like, tell me who these people are.
I don't speak Draconic. I just want to feel included.
That's
You just hear the language and no idea what's going on.
you hear his. You can tell his mind. Yeah. You can tell his mind isn't angry or anything or like aggressive sounding, and he's basically, you know, just seeking clarification.
These whippersnappers woke me up from my nap.
So the funniest thing was his voice was. I was thinking about what his voice should sound like today, and I was gonna do. Who's the guy from Family Guy?
Herbert.
Oh yeah, he does that voice really well.
I know, but that's why I was like, I can't do it justice. So
Yeah.
just figured out
Hey, dragons.
yeah. Perhaps you know my rider, Bowen.
Wanna come over here and give me a sniff?
Any rate,
Get your fat ass back here.
damn it.
It was a terrible time to take a drink, but all right.
Hans is a Nazi. That was my favorite episode. Okay, with the poopits.
Oh fuck! All right.
I love the one where he kidnaps Chris and then has the gun, or Chris has the gun and then Peter's there and he's like, "I'm your dad." He's like, "I don't know which one." And Peter's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? We don't look anything alike." So good. Anyway, yeah. So after a little bit, he believes that they're your dragons and that you are members of the Draken Guard. Well, you two specifically.
Yeah, my dragon died.
What?
My dragon died. I'm not a member of the Dragon Guard anymore.
That's fair.
You're Draken Guard adjacent.
So, and then he starts to walk away, and your dragons actually follow suit and follow him up into the hill more.
I telepathically talk to my dragon like, where you going? What you doing?
He
Heal.
said, he comes back, and he said,
Why are they coming back?
No, I mean, he comes back and like.
Oh,
talking.
okay.
Roger.
Yeah, he said, Roger. Yeah. Poppin says, he said to come, and his will is so strong, I can't resist.
I'm coming.
But he says, but I believe, like, I think everything's okay.
Okay. I tell them that because obviously it's in my head.
Yeah.
And then I start walking that way.
Following the dragons?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
So-
I ain't got nothing better to do.
So if you follow the dragons, you'll see, like, they're kind of listening to him as he talks, and he's actually showing them, you see them kind of fly and do different maneuvers and whatnot, and he's kind of teaching them is the vibe you're getting. And we'll skip ahead just for a second. Your dragons, after this discussion with him, will, or Avaxis, or will have the ability to do a coordinated attack together where they both bite and they do max damage doubled if they are both successful on the hit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's useful for later. But not now. We need to get the fuck off this
fair.
island.
Yeah. So after some time, I don't know if you guys want to do anything else while he's how to train your dragon.
Is it the animated or live action version?
It's live action.
I'd
baby.
like to
Alright.
learn how to fly pilot
Fly what?
the dragon.
You'll be able to once your dragon levels up. It's literally just a size thing and a strength thing.
It's a fat joke.
Yeah. You're able to fly in yours. I don't. I didn't even say anything. You knew where
The
that
second
was
degree hatred from over here is just so palpable.
It took me a second, which is I don't like to admit. I was like, what does he mean? Oh, that bastard.
It's like when we make a joke and Dylan, like 5 minutes
I was going to say,
after,
it's minutes later.
It takes a while, but he gets there.
To be fair, you might not have heard the joke. You were too busy laughing through it.
Yeah.
I really don't have anything to do. I don't know about y'all, but
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. I'm just waiting for them to finish because we need to get the fuck off.
Yeah, so time will pass.
have lunch.
Orvaxis will come back with your dragons and say, I understand you're trapped on the island currently.
Yes. Can
Because
you
he says
fly us away?
He says, I haven't left this island in probably 30, 40 years. And
It's not very long for a dragon.
It's true. That's like one nap.
Well, exactly. I've been napping. And he goes, but I can bring you to where you need to go. Where are you trying to get?
He's blind as shit.
Well, we don't. Yeah. Well, I mean, we try to steer them as we go.
Left.
Right. We're just going back to
Skyreach. Skyreach.
Yeah, that's what it's called. I assume that's where we would go. Would that make the most sense? I want to go with
Is
yes.
that where we get our quest points?
That's where we have to tell them.
Turn it in?
That's where the exclamation point is waiting for you.
Yeah.
But that's, we have to tell them that we lit the forge.
Yeah. And then they'll want to make weapons and all that. Yeah.
So we go to the Citadel.
Yeah.
Assuming it survives this attack,
Citadel of Ricks.
Assuming what?
The forge survives this attack because it's falling apart back there.
I thought you were saying assuming this dragon survives the attack. It's like, Roger, are you going to punch it?
Go for the eye.
I grapple its neck and try to jump with it.
Just suplex it into the fucking water.
He's like, yes, I'll help you. Oh my God.
Right on the karate.
I can't speak Draconics. I don't know if he's good or not, man.
Yeah, no one's explained anything to him. We're all just riding on him. He's taking us captive.
So he will say, you'll have to help guide me. I'm only so good with my sense of smell in terms of flight. So
nobody's gonna warn him about the dragon back there, like wrecking shit in the direction we need to go.
It's up to you guys.
I already said that. I said no, I didn't say that to him. Never mind.
We should say, hey, you feel like fighting another dragon?
And he's like, no, I'm blind.
So, I guess sniffer.
Blind people are capable of lots, KJ.
Yeah, he could be Daredevil.
They're
you don't fucking know.
Not handy-capable.
Yeah, when my eyes were blinded, my sense of
everything else.
It's almost like echolocation.
It's Daredevil dragon.
No, he says, I'm not equipped to fight, and I've also agreed to stay out of this conflict.
Against a dragon?
Yes.
I roll to egg him on.
To egg him on?
Yeah, you should
hype him up.
Did you hear what he said about your mama?
Fucking pussy.
He says that, he goes, I agree.
You get the dullest scales in the realm, bro. That's what he said.
My scales are old and decrepit. So he's not wrong. He doesn't seem to get worked up easily, and he says he agreed to stay out of it so that the history of the dragon kind would survive. That's his role in this world now.
All right, so he's gonna take us to the Citadel.
But he will taxi you to the city.
I'm not in this conflict. Sure, I'll give you a ride.
I'll give you a ride. Tips are welcome. But
Bowen.
Ha.
So you guys clamber on him. Your dragons will just fly on their own, obviously.
I'll follow with them, I guess. Like I said, no one's explained shit to me.
You're gonna fly for days?
Huh?
Took like 3 days to get to the island.
So he is massive, so it will be quicker on his back than it was by
ours are flying.
They're slow.
Yeah, that's
considerably slower.
They can try to fly and then climb on.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
All right, so does anything eventful happen during the trip?
No, as you fly over, you'll see the port town, Dracus Portus, that you flew over. That you got chartered the boat at. You will get towards the Skyreach Citadel, but when you get near it, you see smoke plumes coming from the Citadel.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Hopefully the Forge guy's dead.
Luckily,
to eat him to see if he tastes like his son.
I'll fucking do it. And first of all, it was his mentor.
Oh, whatever.
It was his papa.
So,
bitch.
So as you get closer, Orvaxis will smell the smoke and is like, should I keep going?
Yes.
Okay.
Just for the record, when we leave this, dog is right outside that door.
Okay.
Just as an FYI.
He escaped up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard him run up and now I hear him whining. Or it's that guy from that we killed the son and
he's very vocal.
Yeah. He's following us this whole time.
So as you get closer to the Citadel, you will see that it's like everything you've seen lately is basically in ruins. It
was like that before, so.
Well, that's fair, but it's more in ruins.
It's more ruined.
You see massive claw marks gouged into the stone walls, and you see basically the little marketplace where the blacksmith was, and it's just burned to ash. What?
Is he dead?
I mean, there are bodies on the ground, but they are like bones. Like the meat has just been burned clean.
All of it?
I was just about to say, no meat,
There
damn.
might be some marrow in the bones you can suck out, but
There's no like someone that was like just far enough to be just perfectly cooked.
oh, what's that?
It's like the nuclear weapon, right? There's like a distance away from nuclear weapon where all the
Nobody got in a refrigerator.
Pizza's cooked to
here and
perfection.
survived. Fucking Indiana Joe. Oh, that movie was so bad. So in the middle of the like courtyard where the shops were, you see a symbol burned into the ground, and it's the symbol of Malrakar. And basically,
What does that symbol look like, Corey?
yeah, I want to know.
It's a big M.
Mario.
You know the Master Chef,
Oh.
the Master Chef logo. It's just the Master Chef logo, and that's Malrakar's voice is Gordon Ramsay.
You guys are shit.
Great. I'm going to be called an idiot sandwich now.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, it's fake, but I love that thing. Yeah. Yeah. So he sets down right outside, and then I don't know if you guys what you want to do.
I'm assuming we're gonna do we. There's nothing left.
I mean,
do we
it's not
investigate?
all crumbled or anything, but it's like there's
Is
walls
the
are
exclamation
broken.
point still there?
No exclamation point.
I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I think we lost this war.
You see a
Do we just go retire?
you see
somewhere?
a pile of bones on the ground, and there's a
my
gray
idea.
exclamation point line.
Oh man.
That was your quest gear.
Yeah, we'll just retire.
Yeah. If you do look around, you'll see the room that the Drakengard that you guys went into before, where you met like the old wizard guy, and then that's where Bowen would hang out. You'll see that it's still somewhat together, but if you go inside, a lot of it's in ruin and like crumbled and stuff. And then I will say, whoever does opt to go in there, roll investigation.
I'm going to go look for my room. I'm going to go to the library.
The
It's got
library,
good
that's fine.
investigation.
Mike,
Well, that's only with puzzles.
that's fair.
I'm gonna go to the blacksmith and make sure he's dead.
All right, so nobody's in there. Just kidding.
That's a 19.
Okay, so you will find a note that survived the storm, and it's kind of like inside.
Went for milk. Be back.
It's kind of
Bowen.
inside of a book that's bound and wrapped, so like you're able to open it, and it survived even though a lot of the book got scorched. And it's a note that is signed by Bowen, and it says, "The flames have come and gone, but the embers still burn. Seek the storm where the sun does not rise."
Butthole.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Bowen really wants to put that spark in us, huh?
Especially where the sun doesn't rise.
And you go to where the blacksmith's
Yeah.
was. So his tent that was there is just burned down, and like you can see the remnants of his forge knocked over, but it's.
Is he dead?
I mean, you don't see him specifically.
Is there any like
There's bones in the
cool gear?
area. I mean, most of it's basic weaponry, and it's all lying kind of scattered around. Some of it is like literally melted slightly.
I'll take some good shit and put it in GOLD.
So there's not necessarily any good shit, but you can grab a couple like basic swords that you'll be able to sell.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. You grab, let's just say, 2 basic short swords.
GOLD.
Huh?
Put
There
it in
you
my
go.
purse.
And then you go to the library.
Mhm.
You get there, and you're happy to see that your door, even though it's broken, the lock that you placed is still there.
Yes!
Yes. So you unlock it.
Fine craftsmanship.
You unlock it, open it up, and you swing open the door, and
It
the other
unlocks from the
side is just a
inside.
drop off because it's all been destroyed. but that door remained locked, and that's what's important. So,
It is.
yeah.
I'm just very sad that all my stuff's gone.
Did you have a lot of stuff in there?
No.
Oh, okay. That's why I was like, what? But,
He had books for book learning.
I was trying to get smarter, damn it.
Now
Is
you have
there any
reviews?
books that are left?
I mean, they're all like, first off, there's no floor, so they all are down a ways, but they're burned to ash.
Any
for
of the
most
Jedi
part.
tomes that we should take?
I mean,
No
I can start
holocrons.
rummaging through stuff because I'm not going to take fall damage, so I'm good.
Sure. You rummage through, and I mean, you could find like books where like It's literally burned through halfway, but you can kind of make out some words later on.
I can't read anything, mind you, but
You're like,
How about health potions?
What's of mice? I don't. What?
Health potions.
No, there are no health potions.
I'm going to try and salvage what I can.
Sure, you grab some tomes on like dragons and stuff like that.
It's got a picture of dragons. Good enough for me.
Yeah, yep. It's got some stuff like that, but there's not a ton that you can really find.
Well, no, I mean anything is more useful than nothing.
You are able to salvage your lock if you want. You can remove it and keep it in case you ever need to lock another door.
No, that's what pythons are for.
That's what?
That's what my pythons are for.
Oh, that's fair.
You want to take your lock? What if you want to put it on someone's TC?
It's not a code lock though; it's just a key.
Yeah, you guys.
Easily
Then you have to give a key to each person.
Well,
And then
just
if you
him.
die-
It's just more for inconvenience than anything else.
That's fair. You never
Also,
know
I
when you
can't-
could use a handy lock.
Also, most like combination locks are like boob or something stupid like that.
Oh God, we got code rated when Mike did his birthday. So when someone tried it, it was only like the 200th attempt or something. When's your birthday?
That's
February 10th?
ridiculous that somebody would.
I
do that.
agree.
I was saying that the other day when we were playing with Nick, and then I remembered that Nick's done that.
Yeah, Nick's done that.
I was like, honestly,
He
who
said
has the time?
He said
to
he
do-
spent the most he spent was like 2 hours, and I was like, "That's a lot of
Yeah,
time."
that's nuts.
Hey, have you ever raided a base
You don't
with nothing
get-
but making?
You don't like
spears?
electrocute before then? You
No,
lose-
you do, but you so you find where you can put a sleeping bag outside of that range of the TC, and you just put one there, and then you put one over there, like outside of in each quadrant. So you just spawn there and then go back, do more. Spawn there, go back, do more. And when we got code rated, they built a they did beds, so it's even quicker. So instead of 5 minutes, it's 2 minutes. So they just put beds. There was literally beds around our entire compound. And they were just going ham at it.
That's why, like, you should use. I almost thought about literally making every door a different code.
Yeah, that's fine if you know what each code is the first time. And when we it's you and I, then we got to tell Mike, then we got to tell Dylan, then we got to tell Nick.
But we can also just change it every time, and then when
Anyway,
Yeah, it sounds miserable.
But yeah. Anyway, so yes, you guys are in the ruins of Skyreach Citadel. Your room's pretty much gone. Blacksmith is nowhere to be seen or found. I mean, you could assume he might be some of these Bowen's, but who knows? You find Bowen's note that basically refers to a storm where the sun never rises. I feel like I've had you roll history a lot, but I'm going to have you roll history one more time.
15. And yeah, I don't have what's it called, right? Yeah, I don't have anything that. Just
So
15.
you vaguely remember lore from when you were a kid about a secret base of the Drakengard that was hidden inside of a ceaseless storm that was, far east of the island, or west rather, east, west,
North.
South.
Dennis.
Did you say Dennis?
Yes.
Kevin.
It's
west.
Okay.
Out
It's an
into the
Eddie
sea.
Izzard joke.
Oh, okay.
But it was rumored that the storm never ended, and that there was only somebody with a dragon and with great skill would be able to navigate the storm to get to the base.
Well, we're fucked.
Yeah.
We have the dragon. We just don't have great skill.
So I'm going to. I know it's early-ish,
9.
but I want to end there because
Well, we got to level up after this anyway.
right. We're gonna level up, and then
And he has
also
no idea what's happening next.
No, I do. It's just
You
I-
want to be more prepared.
no. It's really I want to know what you guys are like. How you want to take this.
We're gonna
story.
go a different direction and go retire because the
Which
world's
is
gonna end.
Perfectly fine. I just am wondering which way you're gonna go now. So, but yeah, we're gonna end there for today.
Okay. So we will be back next week. We'll pick it up. Everybody will level up. It looks like it's going to put us at level 5. Our dragon's at level 4. Yeah, we'll be back next time and we'll figure out where we go next.
Yep.